Have you ever wondered why at some airports you have to take your laptop out, but then at the next airport you don't? And then sometimes at the same airport, the rules change. Recently, airports have been adding CT machines just like the ones in the hospitals. These machines allow the TSA agents to take a 3D image of what's in your carry-on. Plus, they're using AI to recognize what's in your carry-on and zero tolerance. So a lot more things are being pulled out of your carry-on that aren't allowed. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 really popular categories of things that are getting caught by AI. I'm also going to tell you what happens to all those things that don't make it through TSA. I've always been very very curious about where they all end up. I'll let you know. Stay tuned. One of the first big changes that you need to be aware of is that those portable phone chargers are no longer allowed if they're over 100 watts. If you check my description in my first comment, I'm going to give you a link to some of the ones that are TSA approved. The reason why they don't want them over 100 watts is they could combust and start a fire. So these are definitely never allowed in your checked bag, but in your carry-on, you're limited to that 100-watt portable charger. A second thing that's getting a lot of people stopped, and this would be a complete vacation trip travel disaster. Those smart suitcases, the ones that kind of run on their own or maybe have a USB plug where you can plug in your phone and charge it, they're not allowing those to go on the plane if you can't take that battery out. So if you have a smart suitcase, make sure you know how to take out that battery and it is removable, or leave it at home because you're going to be carrying all your items without a suitcase. I'm going to go all into the details of different toiletries that they consider liquids, but let's talk about a couple of things that aren't toiletries that may catch you off guard. Did you know that those gel inserts you put in your shoes, those are considered liquids and have to go in your liquid bag? Speaking of those quart-sized liquid bags, let me show you what I use. I've used this for years, and I've actually used this year, so I know it gets through TSA. Instead of a little bag like this that is so hard to put your stuff in, check this out. This is TSA approved. It holds so much more stuff. I've got the link below. You can go to my Amazon store and see this. This is a lifesaver. This has lasted me through many, many trips, and I can get a lot more stuff in it. 2 more items that are non-toiletries that are liquids are snow globes and those old magic 8 balls where you would ask it a question. Both of those are considered a liquid, and they're too large. They're over that 3.4 ounces, so you can't take them on the plane. If you're going to a special occasion, a birthday or a wedding or someplace where you're having to bring a gift, don't wrap the gift until you arrive at your destination. TSA has to have that gift unwrapped to see what it is. And let me tell you, if they open your gift, no matter how cute it is, they are not going to send you a thank you note. So make sure you bring with you the things you want to wrap your gift in. So the big question is, what exactly is a liquid? It is basically anything that holds its shape when it's not in the container. So face creams and lotions are definitely a no. Contact lens solutions need to be that 3.4 ounces. Deodorants are actually okay if they're a solid. If they're the liquid, it's a liquid. Sunscreen is another thing that gets a lot of people because this is hard to get in a 3.4 ounce bottle. This is considered a liquid. Here's 2 that might surprise you. Your foundation, if it's liquid, your mascara is considered a liquid. So this has to go in that bag, and it has to be under 3.4 ounces. If you plan to brush your teeth while you're on your trip, this is a liquid. It does not hold its shape. Make sure it's under 3.4 ounces, or you're going to have to go find toothpaste once you arrive. For a long time, hand sanitizer was unlimited on the size, but that's expired. Now it's 3.4 ounces in the bag. I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for a way to minimize what goes in that bag. I've used these for years for my shampoo, conditioner, lotion, all of that. But this little piece on the bottom is actually pretty big, and it takes up a lot of space. So I have found a better solution, and here it is. It's these little bags. They come in 3 sizes. They have a little flip lid, and they come with this funnel so you can get your stuff in there really easily. And then the labels that I've been flashing around, you can label them with a waterproof marker, and you can get a lot more of these in your bag than you can those others. The link is in the description and the comments. So the peanut butter, it's also considered a liquid because it doesn't hold its shape when it's not in its container. Just thought I'd let you know in case you're bringing that along as a snack. There are a couple exceptions to this liquids rule. If you're going to bring breast milk or baby formula or even those teething rings that have liquid in them, those are all acceptable. They're not considered a liquid. Also, you can bring one of those frozen ice packs. It has to be frozen, and that won't count as a liquid. You can also freeze any liquid and bring it along with you as long as it stays frozen through TSA. So what do they do with all those items that get stopped at TSA? There's some expensive stuff there. They actually sell it to the state who sells it at surplus stores. So no matter what state you're in, you probably have a surplus store somewhere full of people's things that didn't make it through TSA. So now what do they do with the profits? You're going to be surprised on this one. They actually help pay down the national debt with all the things they gather and sell at these surplus stores. I didn't see that coming. If you want the full list of TSA's restrictions on carry-ons, I've got the link in the description and the first comment. You can go on there and search alphabetically, or you can even type in certain things and see if those are restricted. If you like travel information and you've enjoyed this, please show your support and subscribe to my channel. Ciao for now.